Hi, everybody. It is January 8th. Um, this reading will be for the week ahead, starting Sunday. Mind you, those energies do overlap, and the energies are already here right now. And it's just a collective reading for everyone, just sort of see what the universe has to say for everyone. And I'm still trying to figure out a schedule so that I can post weekly individual readings. I shouldn't say individual, but individual sign readings. And I'm still trying to figure out what the best day to do that is. Let me just make sure all my background noise is off here. Just have to show you guys a really cute little thing if you haven't seen this already. A friend of mine got me a little crow finger puppet. So we've named him Dexter. A friend of mine from elementary school suggested Dexter because of dexterity, and it's a finger puppet. But I liked the name Dexter because of the, a murder of crows. Dexter, the serial killer. Anyway, what a note to start this on. Okay, so I'm going to just see. I don't even know how many cards I'm going to take out here. Okay, so it seems like they just want to fly out. Okay, Six of Cups. And this is happening because we have Venus in retrograde at the moment till the end of the month. Those energies are going to overlap all the way into early March. And let's see. This is very interesting energies. So Venus rules love, friendships, all of those things, but it also rules finance. And we've got Mercury coming up retrograde as well, mid-month. And so with these two things, you're going to see an increase in people and situations popping up from the past. So past life things, whether in your current life from the past or past lives. So the very first thing that we have, of course, we get the Six of Cups here. And in this particular case, I think for the collective, it really is about revisiting relationships and people from the past. And if nobody's popping up, then it's situations where you get to revisit your behavior in a different way. Okay, there's also this feeling of nostalgia with this card. And we have Judgment there. So something that both of these cards have in common are these children around the symbolism. And I think Judgment in this particular case, the energy is about, if you're really trying to not have repetitive lessons and you want to get through the same, you want to get through and not keep having the same situations or the same type of people or the same people, then how do you once and for all come to a decisive conclusion and move forward with things? So that's on one side of it. What's also interesting is that, judgment and justice have a tendency to sort of go together. There's a very official feeling about the two of them. This can be the legal system. It can be, courts, judgments, and those kind of things. And then we have Judgment. This is also about balance, but it's not just like the Two of Cups or the Six of Discs or, minor arcana cards. Being in the major arcana, this is soul level balancing of karma, having these three things together. I would say it's very decisive, very final. And I don't mean final like an ending and getting rid of things, unless that's something that you're trying to do. But it's like you finally got over something, or you finally established something, or you finally learned that lesson, or you finally got in contact with whoever. Somebody finally contacted you. And then we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, it's that first offer of love. It's a new beginning. It's leading with the heart. It's the heart chakra. It's a really wonderful card to have with all of this kind of heavy energy. This is really, really positive, as we're, I can say really one more time, really, really, really positive. And the Ace of Cups is always a really welcome card. I'll say, sorry, I'm saying really, really a lot. So it's the only time I would say this is an unwelcome card is sometimes it could mean pregnancy. So if you're not looking to be pregnant at the moment, maybe that's not the best card. But generally speaking, this is always a positive card because it's bringing new love or an offer of love or a renewal of love into your life. And if it's nothing about your romantic relationships, it's still friendship. It's still coming from the heart. So even if you're just all consumed with work at the moment, this is still talking about heart-focused, heart-centered work. Okay. Bottom of the deck. What did I say? I said 2 of Cups for balancing. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, no, over. So we have the Magician and the 6 of Swords here. So the Magician is the conjurer. This is a time of manifesting, creating, summoning all your powers. They don't have to be mystical or magical, but it's all of your traits, all of your abilities. You actually have the universe behind you. And with the 6 of Swords, there's, there's this guy pushing the boat, and then these swords pretty much clogging up the holes in the boat. So you have a limited time to escape. And then there's 2 other figures. So it's like a man, a woman, and a child. Some of the decks don't have this in there. And it's really about escaping certain difficulty. If you hop on to this opportunity here, you have the ability to manifest your escape route. And so it's not necessarily like leaving something behind in the same way like the 8 of Cups is, but it is escaping certain difficulty. So if you've been in the habit of putting things on hold or procrastinating because all of last year was just, it's really hard to start something because you can't move forward. This is saying like now you can actually, if you can remember way back then when you had the ability way before everything was put on hold, and you remember that you would say, oh, I have an idea, or, oh, I'm going to do this, or let me try that and take these certain steps. And they would actually all follow through in a timely fashion with minimal hiccups. You can do this again. Maybe it's just for a limited time, but right now is that time. And so even though things are moving in retrograde, it's still saying like the brakes are off for certain things. Okay. Now, the other card that came out here is the 8 of Pentacles. So there is still this focus on relationships. And if it's not intimate relationships or personal relationships, it's in a work environment, whatever it is you're doing, whatever the focus is of those relationships or the basis is of those relationships, you are still putting all these little pieces, all the little elements together, all the tiniest of little things that you have to learn, or the little tasks that you have to do, or the little upgrades that you have to do. They're all big, in the grand scheme of things. They're not little things. And we have, interestingly, on the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. So the interesting thing about this, I said it's interesting, is that the person's there sort of crying over spilt milk. You know, there's the 3 cups that have fallen over, but they can't see the other 2 cups that are there. And this again is part of that energy of what I was describing, where we're so used to things not working out, especially in the last 2 years, that it's almost like, why even bother? Why even try? And the card that's right behind that is the Queen of Cups. And this is like limitless abundance, limitless love. It's like the Empress of the Minor Arcana. Okay. So this is that week for the last big, it's like the last big push before Mercury retrograde. And Mercury will stay retrograde until February 4th. So we're in that shadow period right now. I got this other new deck. This one is, I've got this is now the 4th deck I have by her, Chris Ann, the Curious Creatures. See if there's anything else they want to add to this. Okay, this is nice. The very first energy that comes out is the sun. Okay, so this is a positive time. When the sun comes out over any other cards, it's always a positive influence. It always warms up any of the other cards. If there's negative cards around it, touching it, before it, after it, above it, below it, it sort of helps reduce the negativity of those. And I'm saying that because the very next card is the 7 of Swords. And this is that energy of like, you're not trusting, like, do I really have this opportunity to move forward? Can I really move forward? Is it too good to be true? And it's saying, if you diligently make the effort and take the steps and enter into something in a different way than you've done it before, because you don't want to be repeating the same habits and patterns, the same people, the same places, the same situations, do it differently. Don't be deceptive. Don't look at things through rose-colored glasses. But the sun is there. So you do have the opportunity to do something differently and more positive. So that sort of deceptive, secretive card is sandwiched between the sun and the star, which, you know, the sun is a star also. Okay, so this is optimism. And so you have different tools at your disposal than what you had before. And all the learning and all the practice, it's coming. So we've got the King of Cups. And it's usually a father figure or a mentor, or it's the energy of, if it's not actually a person, it's the energy of wisdom, fatherly advice, warmth, compassion. It's a masculine energy, but it's still nurturing. You know, it's all those ideal things. It might be a little wishy-washy sometimes, but it's still pure and solid and dependable and honest. Okay. And then the Page of Discs, this is communication coming in. So I think even though Mercury is going to be going retrograde, there's still a lot of communication. There's a lot of communication focus for this month. That's Capricorn energy. Okay. 6 of Swords again. So that's 2. 6 of Swords energy is a slower moving energy that you're escaping something. It's not like the 6 of Wands or the 8 of Wands. It's not rushing forward, but it is moving safely away from trouble. And then the King of Wands energy, that's a little bit more arrogant, a little more, you know, cocky, a little more showy than the King of Cups. And the fact that these two came out together just be cautious while you're doing this. It's not flawless. If you want to create, if you want to have a self-fulfilling prophecy, then sure, when something seems too good to be true and you act all cocky and arrogant about how you did it or how you escaped or how easy it was, that's this warning you. So still stay humble, move forward, keep your eyes open, take all the steps, walk your talk, basically. What I love about this deck is there's actually two Fool cards in it. So there's the Fool and then there's a Fool 2.0. It's like right after the World. It's a full circle. Okay. And the Two of Discs, which I don't think applies as much. It's more about the balancing. Okay. This will be a short one today. I'm just going to pull out, I use these all the time, Spirit Oracle. They're all different. They're not tarot. They have a picture on the front and something written on the back. I'll just see if there's anything. Okay. Sacred Knowledge. And it says, ancient and sacred knowledge is waiting within the heart of the earth, yearning. Sorry, my tongue is not working today. Oh, Mercury. Let's start over. Ancient and sacred knowledge is waiting within the heart of the earth, yearning to be discovered. Crystals hold the key. Connect energetically with the earth and her crystal realm. Healing, love, and abundance result. I looked away for a second. I was like, what is the last word? Okay, so healing, love, and abundance. That's kind of what we're starting. It's not the receiving of the abundance yet. It's taking all those little steps to say, like, yes, if you continue to put in consistent, systematic effort, even if it's small, whatever you can do, just do it consistently, a little bit, with the intention behind it. You will be manifesting. It's not, you're not reaping what you sow right now. You are sowing. I just pulled out that one. Holiday. The spirit of the ocean calls to you, offering healing and much needed peace. Come to the water and connect with its endless flow of magic. You need a change of scenery. Take a holiday and all will fall into place. Yeah, maybe you weren't able to do that either before, and now is the time. Maybe it's not the time to do it. Maybe it's the time to plan to do it. All right. It feels like there's something else. Like I need something else for you. Let's see here. How about a rune? My book box once. If there's anything else as a collective that you need to know or need to focus on. There we go. Let's get it. It's an X. I'm squinting. I should have put my glasses on for this. No wonder. Okay. I don't know if you can see that properly. There we go. Okay. That's Gebo or Gifu, depending on how you spell it. It's gift. And there's no reverse. There's no negative connotation to it. It's a gift. It's reciprocity. If you receive it, that means you've put something out. And it's also saying that what is showing up right now in your life, the nostalgia, the something from the past, the opportunity for new love or renewal of love or friendship, any of that, it's a gift. And if you are focused on personal relationships, romantic relationships, whatever, that's also a gift. So it's a very positive, partnershipy kind of rune. All right. Well, that's what I have for you today. And I'm still trying to figure out what day of the week to put out all of the individual zodiac sign readings for the week or half of a month. I'm not sure yet, but feel free to leave me a comment and tell me what it is that you would like to see. And yeah, we'll see what the consensus is, and I'll see if I can accommodate. All right, well, have a happy weekend. We'll talk again soon.